A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. As the United States approaches a pivotal election, the political landscape has never seemed more precarious. With major polling outlets indicating a neck-and-neck race between former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris, candidates are scrambling to cover as much ground as possible in key swing states. According to the latest data from polling aggregator 538, both candidates are virtually tied, with a reported 47.8% in Pennsylvania, similar numbers in Nevada, and razor-thin margins in Wisconsin, Michigan, and North Carolina. This unprecedented closeness in polling has raised eyebrows among political analysts and experts alike, leading to a deeper investigation into the reliability of these numbers. Joseph Campbell, a professor at American University, has expressed skepticism about the accuracy of current polling methods. "I wonder, is it really this close?" he pondered, highlighting the troubled track record of pollsters in recent elections. The political establishment was caught off guard in 2016 when Trump emerged victorious despite trailing in the polls, and Joe Biden's win in 2020 was marked by a much narrower margin than anticipated. Even in the 2022 midterms, Republicans managed to secure only a slim congressional majority, despite forecasts predicting a significant red wave. Campbell elaborated on the historical context, drawing parallels to the 1980 election when incumbent Jimmy Carter was thought to be neck-and-neck with Ronald Reagan. Ultimately, Reagan won decisively by 10 points, benefiting from a late surge while Carter's support dwindled to a third-party candidate. "I'm not saying that's going to be the model in 2024, but it is something to keep in mind," Campbell cautioned. Leading polling analysts have opened up about the inherent challenges in accurately capturing voter sentiment. Nate Cohn, the New York Times chief political analyst, stated, "No, you can't trust the polls. You can't safely assume that the candidate leading in the polls is going to win." Cohn explained that pollsters are currently working to correct systemic biases that have emerged in the Trump era. The trauma of the 2016 and 2020 elections still looms large over the polling industry, with many pollsters fearing that another underestimation of Trump could jeopardize their businesses and livelihoods. However, Cohn also raised concerns that in their efforts to better account for Trump voters, pollsters might inadvertently be underestimating Harris. On balance, these changes add up to a case for cautious optimism on better accuracy, but there are no guarantees, he concluded, urging caution when interpreting polling data. Some experts have suggested that pollsters may be succumbing to groupthink or herding, leading them to adjust results that diverge significantly from the consensus. Professors Joshua Clinton and John Lipinski pointed out to NBC News that state polls are not just showing an astonishingly tight race, but also an improbably tight one. They posited that a risk-averse pollster faced with a 5-point margin in a race they believe is tied might choose to adjust the results closer to what other polls are indicating, fearing that their outlier poll could harm their reputation. This situation raises a critical question. Is the 2024 election going to be as close as 2020 due to stable political dynamics, or are the tight polling results merely a byproduct of the decisions made by state pollsters? As candidates ramp up their efforts to sway voters in the final days leading to the election, the stakes have never been higher. The outcome of this presidential race could hinge on the smallest of margins, and as the nation watches closely, the implications of these polling trends will be felt long after the ballots are cast. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.